widely noticed, but there are two places where the Bible really does pay attention to clothing. The first is the instructions for the proper clothing of the priests at the end of the book of Exodus and Leviticus. It talks about their underwear, linen breeches, their tunics, priestly sash, and turban, cone-shaped. All of this slightly fancier for the high priest, who also got to wear a robe with bells along the bottom, an ephod with onyx gemstones on the shoulders and a breastplate on top, also with gems, and a golden plate on front of the turban. Interestingly, all of the priests performed their duties barefoot, probably out of respect to the Exodus passage about the burning bush. That's where Moses was told to take off his sandals since he was on holy ground. Actually, no one wore sandals in the sanctuary or in the home for that matter, only outside. Beyond this, there's an identification of white or bright white clothing with the divine. Angels or other heavenly beings were often depicted as being in white linen. The only mention we have of Jesus' clothing was at the Transfiguration, where Matthew and Mark report that his clothing became dazzling white. Other than that, he probably wore what everyone else wore. The other place where the Bible seems to care about clothing is in the book of Revelation. The righteous will be clothed in the garments of holiness, we're told. This from chapter 3. Yet you still have a few people in your city who have not soiled their clothes. They will walk with me dressed in white, for they are worthy, says the angel. If you conquer, they will be clothed like them in white robes, and I will not blot your name out of the book of life. I will confess your name before my Father and before his angels. The idea, I think, is that we should be wearing the clothes of righteousness. And the Apostle Paul advises us, finally be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Take up the whole armor of God so that you may be able to withstand on that evil day, and having done everything to stand firm. Stand therefore and fasten the belt of truth around your waist, and put on the breastplate of righteousness. As shoes for your feet, put on whatever will make you ready to proclaim the gospel of peace. With all of these, take the shield of faith with which you are able to quench all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word